I'm sharing an understated yet elegant Christmas tablescape, creating gorgeous red and white bouquets, reading a Christmas cozy, and baking a fudgy cake today on the Daily Connoisseur. Hello dear friends, and welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the Christmas videos this season. Alright, let's create an elegant and understated Christmas tablescape. I have some new Swan napkin rings that I want to use, so let's begin. I'm setting the table at twilight and I'm already in my pajamas. As it gets dark earlier, I just want to be in my pajamas and ready for bed. Are you like this too? When I showed you my Thanksgiving tablescape, it was a bit busier, so this time I'm going for an elegant and simple table. We are going to use a plain white tablecloth and the Spode Christmas tree dishes. By the way, the armchair in the corner isn't usually in the dining room. The Christmas tree in the piano room took its spot, so I had to move it in here for the month. I found these Swan napkin rings at Home Goods and I fell in love. I love swans, and even though this was with the holiday decor, I feel like I could use these year-round. I can picture doing a lovely Swan Lake-inspired table in the springtime, for example. I feel so relaxed setting a table like this. It feels like a meditation. The floral arrangement is very simple, yet adding a lot of Christmassy cheer to the setting. I'll show you how I made this centerpiece later in the video. Now I'm going to light the candles and enjoy the atmosphere. I just love a candlelit table. Reminds me of Hyacinth Bouquet and her candlelight suppers. I'll show you the table in better light tomorrow, but for now I'm going to get some reading in. I'm reading The Christmas Bell Mystery by Benedict Brown. Really enjoying this one. It takes place in England, 1927. It does have strong Agatha Christie vibes. I would say it's more of a mystery than a cozy, but because it's a holiday-themed book, it does feel very cozy to me. It's about Lord Edgington and his grandson and how they solved the case of who was trying to kill an eccentric Viscount. But the wrong person ends up being killed. It's not the Viscount after all. And that's not a spoiler. It's stated on the back of the book, so I thought it would be okay to share with you. Really enjoying this. I love reading right before bed. Okay, it's the next day, and here is the table in a better light. I hope that you enjoyed the tablescape. I'm about to share the floral arrangement with you in just a minute, but I wanted to share a wonderful gift idea for you. And it comes from Blumene, who is a great supporter of the channel. They're the sponsor for today's video. And they do this incredible machine called the Blumene Face Pro 2.0. So if you think that my skin looks good, I truly believe that this is one of the reasons. I use the Face Pro regularly. So this is a device that naturally tightens and lifts your skin. And the last time I shared it on the channel, it sold out. As you know, as you age, jowls can form, the skin on the face can be less toned, so Blumene uses microcurrent to tone and improve product penetration with whatever skincare you use. It tones the jawline and it can even reduce a double chin. This is more than just light therapy. You feel the vibration from using it. It's like gua sha, but supercharged and even more effective. I absolutely noticed tighter skin from just using it for 3 minutes, 3 times a week. So now in the footage that you're seeing here, I'm only doing one side of my face, and you can even see that the side that I'm working on looks lifted. As usual, I reached out to Blumene for a discount code, and they are giving one to the first 100 people. Normally $300. With the link in the description, it's $200 off. plus an extra $50 off the second unit if you buy two. This would make a great Christmas gift, and if you get no results, you get a full refund. So thank you so much to Blumene for sponsoring today's video. Now I'll show you how I created the Christmas bouquet for the table. One technique I like to employ is creating many bouquets from the same flowers. Trader Joe's is my spot for florals, and this time I picked up some white hydrangea, red and white roses, some green filler, and I believe these are red hypernicum berries. So from these flowers, I will create 4 different bouquets that I can place around the house. I'm taking 4 different vases here in varying sizes. This large one will be for the dining room table that I'm starting with, and I'm just playing around with proportion. While I continue the floral arranging, I'll recite a poem by one of my favorite authors, Henry David Thoreau. It's called Winter Scene. The rabbit leaps, the mouse out creeps, the flag out peeps beside the brook. The ferret weeps, the marmot sleeps, the owlet keeps in his snug nook. The apples thaw, the ravens caw, the squirrels gnaw the frozen fruit. To their retreat I track the feet of mice that eat the apple's root. The snow dust falls, the otter crawls, the partridge calls far in the wood. The traveler dreams, the tree ice gleams, the blue jay screams in angry mood. The willows droop, the alders stoop, the pheasants group beneath the snow. The catkins green cast o'er the scene a summer's sheen, a genial glow. I hope you enjoyed that. Arranging flowers, like reading poetry and decorating tables, is a meditative process for me. By the way, this gorgeous vase was a gift from Juliska, given to me at the Gracious Living celebration, and it is so cherished to me. What a beautiful design. Finally, let's make a fudgy cake. Speaking of the Gracious Living celebration, I had the pleasure of finally meeting Brian Hart Hoffman in person while in Charleston. He and his brother Eric are the CEO and CCO of Hoffman Media. Brian is a talented baker and founder of Bake From Scratch magazine, and he has a new line of cookie and cake mixes at Williams-Sonoma, as well as beautiful vintage-inspired cake pans like this Chateau pan. Isn't this gorgeous? I love the color. So I went to Williams-Sonoma and picked up the Chateau pan and a few of his cake mixes. Today I'm going to make the Fudgy Brownie cake mix. I'm so excited for this. I begin by melting some chocolate chips and butter together. I just place this mixing bowl over boiling water to form a bain-marie. Then I let it cool for a few minutes and add my eggs and the cake mix. And that's it. It was so easy. I mix this well, and then I pour it into the pan, which I greased and floured very well. You need to make sure you get all the nooks and crannies in a pan like this. I tapped it on the counter to make sure the batter settled to the bottom, and then I baked this for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I let it sit for about 20 minutes so it could cool off a bit, and then it was time to turn over. I was contemplating using the smaller cake platter with the Spode Christmas tree on it, but I ended up going for this larger glass platter because I have a plan for decoration. My son and I picked some bay leaves from the tree, and we are placing those around the cake along with some fresh cranberries. And then we finish with a dusting of powdered sugar. How gorgeous and festive does this look? This cake has a very Victorian feel to it. Dare I say Dickensian? We sliced the cake and my goodness, it was so good. Fudgy, slightly gooey in the center, but tender and crisp on the outside. A very sophisticated dark chocolate taste. We all loved this and enjoyed it with a glass of milk. I'll leave Brian's cake mixes with Williams-Sonoma down below. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much to Blumene for sponsoring. Normally $300. With my link in the description, the Face Pro 2.0 is $200 off, plus an extra $50 off the second unit if you buy two. It would make an amazing gift. It's for the first 100 people, and if you have no results, you get a full refund. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Keep calm and remain cozy, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.